H G Wells, A Short Story Collection, Volume 3. An Introduction. Herbert George Wells was born on September the 21st, 1866, in Bromley, Kent. He was the youngest of 4 siblings, and his family affectionately knew him as Bertie. The first few years of his childhood were spent fairly quietly, and Wells didn't display much literary interest until in 1874 he accidentally broke his leg and was left to recover in bed, largely entertained by the library of books his father regularly brought him. Through these, Wells found he could escape the boredom and misery of his bed and convalescence by exploring the new worlds he encountered in these books. From these humble beginnings began a career that was, after several delays, to be seen as one of the most brilliant of modern English writers. Able to write comfortably in a number of genres, he was especially applauded for his science fiction works such as The Time Machine and War of the Worlds, but his forays into the social conditions of the times, with classics such as Kipps, were almost as commercially successful. His short stories are miniature masterpieces, many of which bring new and incredible ideas of science fiction to the edge of present-day science fact. Wells also received 4 nominations for the Nobel Prize in Literature. Despite a strong and lasting second marriage, his affairs with other women also brought the complications of fathering other children. His writings and work against fascism, as well as the promotion of socialism, brought him into increasing doubts with, and opposition to, religion. His writings on what the world could be in works such as A Modern Utopia are thought-provoking as well as being plausible, especially when viewed from the distressing times they were written in. His diabetic condition pushed him to create what is now the largest diabetes charity in the UK. Wells even found the time to run twice for Parliament. It was a long, distinguished and powerfully successful career by the time he died, aged 79, on the 13th of August, 1946.
A Dream of Armageddon by H G Wells. The man with the white face entered the carriage at Rugby. He moved slowly, in spite of the urgency of his porter, and even while he was still on the platform, I noted how ill he seemed. He dropped into the corner over against me with a sigh, made an incomplete attempt to arrange his travelling shawl, and became motionless, with his eyes staring vacantly. Presently, he was moved by a sense of my observation, looked up at me, and put out a spiritless hand for his newspaper. Then he glanced again in my direction. I feigned to read. I feared I had unwittingly embarrassed him, and in a moment I was surprised to find him speaking. "I beg your pardon?" said I.
"That book," he repeated, pointing a lean finger, "is about dreams."
"Obviously," I answered, for it was Fortnum Roscoe's Dream States, and the title was on the cover. He hung silent for a space, as if he sought words.
"Yes," he said at last, "but they tell you nothing."
I did not catch his meaning for a second.
"They don't know," he added.
I looked a little more attentively at his face.
"There are dreams," he said, "and dreams."
That sort of proposition I never dispute.
"I suppose—"
He hesitated.
"Do you ever dream? I mean, vividly?"
"I dream very little," I answered. "I doubt if I have 3 vivid dreams in a year."
"Ah,"
he said, and seemed for a moment to collect his thoughts.
"Your dreams don't mix with your memories?" he asked, abruptly. "You don't find yourself in doubt? Did this happen, or did it not?"
"Hardly ever, except just for a momentary
Sample complete. Ready to continue?